Uh, Morning zoms. It's 3:30 in the morning. I'm asking myself, what the hell am I doing up this early in the morning? It's the 14th, and it's coming close to tax filing day. Uh, April 14th, 2023. It's a Friday morning. I'm not even live or awake for this stuff. We were down zeros in California, no luck. Sometimes you have to do what you gotta do to get the damn paperwork in the first place, since I don't have access to a printer, toner, and paper. And those damn things cost. I have to make do with places I gotta go to. I mean, go to college, get my paperwork filled out, actually printed up. And then I gotta, if they got any manila envelopes, I've already ordered a stack, but just in case. You never know when you need a manila envelope. And I'll be needing it because I need to shove the paperwork in there and mail them out to two prospective addresses. Franchise Tax Board and the good old IRS Nearby Processing Center. And pray that they get the processing going and then they can just call it another year. Not to worry about. I don't want to file an extension. I had to go through services for that and they cost money. So I never got to go through services because they cost money anyway if I want to do it quote unquote free for federal. Bullshit. You still pay for state. The IRS gets you on that one. Especially when I went through the e-filing on there. See, it's no problem for you to file it for free through one of their main agents. And then they sucker you because you got the state shit, and that's where they get you. So if one actually has the state franchise tax board information, such as how to file for this thing, then I don't know what the hell I'm doing anymore. I am going over to the site right now on state, California. Yeah, I am a California anyway. And dead off. I'll plug that in. What I need are the forms necessary to get this going so I can save them and file them and then pray I get this work done right. Because if I don't, I know I'm in for it. I had to pay money. Every time you go through a private service, you got to pay money. Money, 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 money. Don't go to Spanish space. Money. You got to pay money, 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 money. You have to pay for the money. We must get it out of you one way or another. And we don't care at this point whether you like it or not. You'll do what we say because we want your money. Money, 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 money. Now, if that isn't so bright and cheerful for you, you must do it anyway. We are the government, by the way, sir, and you will get this done. Otherwise, we'll be forced to do other things nastily and nastily to you. And why must I do these things here? Don't you understand? I'm looking at a booklet online. Excuse me while I go through a coughing fit. Well, I can tell you one thing for sure. My body's trying to kill me today, or for a long time. You know, other people can cough. Now it's going to get gross. You're in the doctor's office and they want you to perform a certain test. And the problem is I can't perform the certain test because I'm usually swallowing the damn stuff. So they have no idea what the hell's going on inside of my system, and neither do I, unfortunately. But anyways, I was trying to get to it. Sorry. Oh, I sure as hell didn't want to blast in your ears on that one. Let alone mine when I started doing the editing. Shit. No, what I'm doing at this point over here is trying to get the information necessary for this. Easy. Easy forms. Easy. Well, I need to print them all up anyway, so it's going to be wiping out my print card. And it's something I need to do. I mean, not excuse me, not exactly liking it, but some things you have to do. I'm not going to say the one thing I will need to get. I don't want to get Williams. I want to find out where the hell I can get foreign some applications. I want to know where the hell I'm going to be able to sell this damn stuff to. Where am I going to send it? When am I going to send it? I'm blasted fungus. Finger fungus. 18. Okay, fine. It's Monday. I gotta set it in. But where's the damn address here, son? I'm trying to get the address on. It's not hard to send it. It's where the hell are you send this damn shit to? Someone, ain't filing the damn stuff. What's on with? Where the hell's the hard copy here? Where the hell's the hard copy here going? Okay, they send me all these damn informations over here. Where the hell do you send this shit to California, you sorry sons of bitches? Where the hell am I going in? I was scrolling through this damn screen. I'm trying to find where the hell this stamp's going. I don't even know where the hell it's going. Do you know where the hell it's going? What color are you? Anyway, sheesh. And just try to get the address on this one. And lines are going and going and going. What form? Ah ha 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 ha. That's not it. I to get the form of publications. That's not exactly where I'm going to. Mortimer. Well, that is a damn address here, you sorry sons of bitches. Can't fire electronic. Can't fire the single electronic. Yeah, so the reason why I get the hard copy in here, because if I ever can get the hard copy at this point, I can send the thing in by mail. Well, I know electronics so damn easy these days, it screws you over left and right. And me, I'm just screwed up anyway, so what the hell? Alright, get down to the end here. So let's see what we got. Girl telephone. Where the fuck do you send this damn shit to? Ah! Okay, here we go. Uh, that's a self-awareness. You son of a bitch. Right, this is the taxpayer. Yeah. Tax form request. Where to send this son of a bitch to? That's the one thing I never can understand with these assholes. Where to file the shit at? Hey, come on, okay, what do we got? Tax returns. There we go. Took you long enough. Sorry, had to do that. Alright. I had to do screenshots like crazy for Mama. But not to mention I had to do, sure you know what the damn addresses are, where she had them on post-it notes. Because she was an income tax and bookkeeping specialist. That's what she called herself. She was able to do what she was able to do concerning about tax filing and stuff. All right. Now, where I need to find out right the hell. Where to file? If I could file electronically, I would. But if I have to file an extension first, then I will. Individual, I don't understand about that one. California. What we got? Infernal Revenue Service. Ogden. Figures. Closing a payment, you go to Cincinnati. Okay, the Infernal Revenue Service. Alright, there we go. Well, it's the only way I can actually get a good shot of it. I had to. My mother would know this stuff like the back of her hand. She would know it. She actually knew where to look for it in the first place. She was that sharp. But she still needed help like crazy. But I'll tell you one thing. Shit, we had to go. Before electronic filing, we would go to IRS offices. Actually, to the local offices and get as many publications as we possibly could. Every damn thing they got. And then there would be the forms. And we can get the forms online, or actually, Ma would use programs for it. Intuit had one of those programs we used a great deal. TurboTax. She needs another commercial program on that one out there. Yes, she would. They all have their own individual programs, but most of them would go for the over-the-counter stuff or download them, get them by mail order, whatever way they can get them. When we actually had software stores and computer stores, we would get, or even at grocery outlets, no, not grocery outlets, but warehouses, places like Costco, they would have a huge area for people to get the stuff. They would. And there's the state, there's the federal. Load up them, John. Let's see if we can get this thing going. Okay, Ma. I'd work around the mainframe all the time. I'd stay on it and wait for it. Is it up there yet? Ma, I'm just getting it in there already. Plug in the cartridges and afterwards turn into CDs. We're getting it. I'd had to be here troubleshooting at the time. read instructions, go through the facts, and look at the damn program. A long time ago, I used to be on my game. A long time ago. Everything now is so streaming. Everything now is streaming and computer, and hardly ever go to a software store because you can get the stuff downloaded or go to their site and use it on their website. Of course, you have to sign up, pay for the damn shit. But even with TurboTax, you still had to do that. There also had to be some money in the account for the commercial accounts, and there was specialty software for that. I mean, she was trying to keep on top of everything, for the most part. And that was a lot of software too. I don't have anything anymore. I don't. I don't. All of it's gone. All of it's gone. All the zeros and ones. Gone, gone, gone. And that was a pain in the ass a long time ago. Filing of taxes. I know a lot of people gripe and grumble about the damn things, but basically we got no choice. How else are you going to be able to get your federal programmings processed? How else are you going to get your federal programs? They go after our taxes because our taxes pays for everything. And they got to understand this shit. I have run into people in my life who griped and grumbled about paying taxes. My taxes too damn. Why do I have to pay tax? It's against the law to pay taxes. Not necessarily. I passed them along a long time ago that we have to pay our taxes. Now, getting a fair share is a different story altogether. I know this is a Pandora's box, opening it up with a hell of a lot of uglies and political crap and everything else going crazy. But suffice it to say, my mother wasn't getting political in the shit. She was just one of those people, a lot of people, processing them for other people. Because that was my mother's job. To process, to make sure that everything else was working, and everyone else was getting their fair share. And sometimes they didn't like it, but shit happens. My mother wasn't making rich out of the damn thing. There's nothing to make rich out of it in the first place. When you are going through taxes, you need somebody who understands the ins and outs of the IRS bit, the processing of it, and the paperwork. I mean, hell, tax preparers are just doing the instructions. The IRS agents, train others who train others who train others, so it just goes down the road. And while it'd be easy enough to do the taxes by ourselves, and normally a lot of people would try to do that, that's why they keep going to tax preparers, because they're not quite sure if they're doing it right or not. And the tax preparers are the ones are struggling with every state's rules and regulations, depending on where you're going. My mother had a file for out of state for a few people and a few clients. It was, should I say, interesting times back then. 30, 40 years. When it came closer to the filing days, when it came closer to the filing times, how much gas we would waste going to and from clients for the last 2 days, up until the time when the big rush comes on. And the big rush was, oh my God. Oh, if you were living back then, the constant news would have been all day long. At the post office, at the postal annexes, at main areas in the San Fernando Valley and in Los Angeles, where you see lines of people coming out of the buildings or in and out, and lines of cars going down blocks and blocks. Closer it got to midnight, and the horns started picking up. At least they're with Sherman Way Annex, right by the 405. Oh my God, that place was insane. Oh God. Oh, our last minute taxes would have been us because we done everybody else and we do ours. And sometimes we had to file extensions, even on ours, because I would get caught up on everybody's. We weren't the first; the clients came first, and afterwards we had to struggle getting the paperwork in. But at least gave them time enough to rest, get the paperwork in, and because we already filed an extension. As long as they were postmarked before midnight, they were okay. We'd see this every single year. Ever since my mother had the business going, we were part of her company, me and my brother. And we would do the running around. We would go to the clients' places. Did you have this? Yeah, so we forgot to do this. What? You mean now we got to file an extension on you? Don't you understand? That may cost you a little bit more. Oh, well, then let's start saying we'll have to do an amended one. I'll have to file an extended and then do the amended. It wasn't a shakedown. We just told them exactly what was going on. Look, we're coming up on midnight. File what you got. As long as you got it in, then let's do the amended one. So if there's going to be any changes, at least we got that in there. But at least the first one, get it in there so we can get it going. It's going to take too damn time to fix the shit. Okay, there's the paperwork. Here you go. Okay, well, I'm already mailing it out, so here's your paperwork in case you want to mail it out. I mean, if we got to them in time before midnight or before the day before, they would have to file the damn shit. Sometimes we'd do it for them, but we do our own. Everyone else had to do their own. A few times we'd file for our friends, but not that many times. But the long trip to the Sherman, oh God, it's like out to San Fernando Valley was fighting to get over there. But everyone else would put them in the mailboxes. Mail carriers would have their bins. And they'd be dressed as their uniform. Rain or shine, didn't matter. Boom, 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 boom. Screw the damn boxes. Get them in the bins and bins them over. Here comes another bin. Sometimes I have a few of them stacked outside, filled or unfilled. Man, they were busy. They were busy back in those days. Yeah, it's the 2000s. Ma was trying to do electronic filing. But we were still old-fashioned, old school. We still did it. Still prefer the paperwork. When we got to electronic filing, it was a lot better, though. Less stress. She'd have her commercial program going. We had the modem working. And away it goes to the IRS and the state franchise. I miss those days. Oh. Now I miss the days I've had my family alive and we're having times like those of stress. Ma'd be up at the crack of dawn, even before the crack of dawn, trying to get shit done. I'm surprised she didn't have heart attacks during that time. She'd be chugging down coffee left and right. John, keep the pot full. Oh. The client would come over. I had to keep the coffee pot full. We also had to keep our residence spotless and clean just in case if a client needed to use a certain restroom and it had to be clean all the time. Ugh. Yeah. I didn't miss those times. But I actually did have a working back and a working body. I was actually able to get stuff like that done. This reminds me of those times that I'd wake up and rush out like crazy. I'm about a short time away from getting on board a bus. I have to walk over to the bus station. Out here in lovely Rosamond, California. Alright, Rosamond, California, right next to an airbase. We don't have mass public transportation. We got a county-run transportation system that sucks. You have a certain dial-a-ride system that starts picking up people maybe before 6:30 if we're lucky. It's just to catch the 7 o'clock buses. If not, you're going to have to walk them. And from the edge all the way over to a bus stop is about a mile and a half. One way. When my legs were working and my feet wasn't killing me as much, okay, I'd get it done. About 40, 45 minutes to one particular bus stop. And about an hour and a half to another one. Or less. About 2 miles away for another bus stop. And if I get to the bus and I get to the transit, it goes from one little town to another little town to another little town. Oh, those nice, lovely express buses. Whether or not I'm actually going to get a seat this morning is going to be a good question. And if I do, back to the school, get the paperwork going. And then get the paperwork going to get back into the college again. And after that, we'll see what happens. So simple job for today. Just get my ass back to college, get the paperwork, get materials needed for the mailing of the stuff. Get back home and get it ready and get it going. Get it out. Get it postmarked. And breathe a sigh of relief. After that, I don't know. Worst case, worst scenario, I can't file electronically. The system won't allow me to do it. I have to go through a company. I have to pay more money for that shit. One time there was an e-file shit. Yeah. The problem is when it comes time for free filing on the IRS, and I'm looking at the stuff right now as it is, you got several programs to go through to do it. It sucks. I hate to say it, but it sucks. You have to find this program, you have to find that place, and then it's like, what the hell am I doing here? Why am I doing this? Going through these assholes? It just doesn't work for me. I'm sorry to say it. But I know one thing. I've already paid for this stuff. I've already got it printed. I mean, I've already got it in PDF. All I got to do is just get the shit printed up. That's no problem. And then fill the damn shit out and get it going. Simple. State's a pain in the ass. But where are you going? It. Damn bugs. I got to deal with bug war this morning. Anyway, that's how it's going to be. That's how it's going to be. Just go through the regular shit. It's just, this drives me crazy. If I could file it for free, I could do it. I could file it online with no problems at all. But I hate it when I have to get other places to. If I could do it for free online, I could do it for free online. That should have saved me the damn money. Uh, at least one of the last 5 years. That's why I'm going over to some other place because I've got the paperwork necessary. If I could have done this a while ago, I could have, but I didn't. Next time, I'll do it electronically. But this time, I pay it. My mother's going to be jumping on my ass for this damn shit. Let me get this thing off.